glad you could join me here today. I have a really sweet little authentique paper project to share with you. This is just a little wintry card made with their Snowfall collection, and you will see in the video at the end that some of the details here are a little different than what I did in the tutorial. So I just wanted to go over that very quickly with you. I changed my mind after I had arranged things, and I decided I wanted these 3 snowflake icons lined up like buttons here. And then I got into my bling and I found some little rhinestones to put in the center of the snowflakes. The other thing was that these flowers had sort of a yellowy paper on the back side, and I didn't like that. So I took just diluted white acrylic paint and my brush, and I just went in there and touched that up. Then I decided that I wanted it to look like it was actually snowing, so I took that same diluted paint, put it on my craft sheet, sprayed it a couple times with water, picked it up, and then just did like this over the card to tap these little snow flurries on there. And then the final thing I did was I took Stamperia Glamour Gel. This is the sparkling white, and I'll show you, I left a little place undone. I just barely dip the tip of my brush in there. You can see there's not much on my brush. And then I just go along the edge to add that perfect snowy finish that really makes the card look great. So you can find out how the rest of the card was put together. The tutorial follows, but it's quick and easy. This is one of the easiest, quickest cards I've made in a long time, and the work has all been done for you. It's just layering things together. So enjoy the tutorial, and thanks for stopping by. Okay, let's get started on putting this little card together. I'll show you the inside very quickly. Super simple. The card again is 5.5 by 5.5. So basically you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, you cut a 5.5 inch by 11 panel, score it in half, and there's your card. So on the inside, I like narrow margins, so I cut my inside liners 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Up here I took a little scrap of this plaid, and I've turned it into a little pocket that I can tuck a tea bag into. So that's cute. And then down here, I have just taken another scrap of the plaid over the snowman pattern and added a little sentiment panel here. So very simple on the inside. Now let's get to the cover, and I'll show you what I've used for the cover. Of course, we're working with Authentique's, whoops, little scrap there. Authentique Snowfall collection, and I worked with the 12 by 12 textured papers, but it's just easier to show you the 6 by 6 bundle in a video. Super adorable patterns. You can take this vintage, you can take this retro. It's a really great collection. So you're going to need that, and then you're going to want the die stock elements, the die cut elements sheet for the images on the front, and then you're going to need Spectrum, which is the matting cardstock developed by Authentique to perfectly color match, and this is their new color, Forest Green. It goes beautifully with this collection, so you're going to need some of that. You're going to need some of the Cobblestone, which is a really beautiful blue-gray, and you're going to need antique lace. So all 3 of those. And then hold on, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Then for my dies, this is one that I got from Want to Scrap, and it doesn't even, oh yeah, Snowflake Corner. And then this is Tim Holtz Skeleton Leaves, which I really like and use a lot. So from the antique lace, I cut a 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 panel. Then I cut a 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 of the gray snowflake pattern. And then I cut a 5 1/4 by, I want to say this is 3 3/4. Let me just measure it for you. 3 3/4 panel of the plaid, and matted it on a slightly taller piece of the green. And then I just stitch zigzag here and here, and then straight stitch all the way around it. And this is going to be adhered onto our card base. This is a really quick and easy winter card. This would be great for a get well card. This would be great for a winter birthday. Super cute and cheery and comes together very, very fast. And so that's very easy. Then from the element sheet, I took the bundle up tab, and here's a little tip. I save these little styrofoam cubes that you get sometimes in packaging, and I wrap them with sandpaper, and they make wonderful little sanding devices. So I wanted distressed edges to kind of get that wintry, frosty look, and I just did that, and I backed this with some little dimensionals, and we're just going to put this right up here, and I left a little space to squeeze this in. I want it right there, just like that. So that's easy. And then I punched out the 2 snowman banners and the sweater weather banner, and I matted these on just slightly larger pieces of the antique lace and the forest green, and then just cut around them with my scissors. You can use a cutting tool if you want the edges to be more precise, but I was going for kind of a distressed look here, so I didn't worry about that overly much. And we're just going to put these down. I always like to start with my middle piece first, because then I end up centered properly, which is something that drives me crazy if I get it wrong. So that's a good tip for you to use. And you don't have to mat these little banners. I just like to use matting with lots, because I like to use lots of layers of patterned paper, and I find that a little bit of matting helps to keep the design from looking all muddled. So that's why I do that. So here's the center one, and we're just going to eyeball it to center it. And I want it below the stitching. That looks pretty good, and it looks pretty straight. So we'll put that one down. We'll put one to the left of it. Try to line these up nice and straight. And one to the right. So you can see we are mostly done. Super, super easy. Then I have this really cute snowflake corner, and I'm just going to add some adhesive here on the back. And I die cut this, and then what I did was tapped it with Versamark embossing ink, because I wanted to have some sparkle to simulate snow. I love how the sun, I live in the South now, but I grew up in New England, so I'm well acquainted with snow and cold and winter, and I love winter in the South. It's much easier to deal with. So this is just going to sit right here. All right, that looks good. Clean up my glue. So yeah, back to what I did. Versamark embossing ink, and then I came in with this Wow diamond white embossing glitter, and it gave it this wonderful shimmery effect, and it's not as messy as dealing with glitter. And here's another wonderful little tip for you. When you're heat embossing something light like these little snowflakes, take your craft pick and just put it in the middle, and it will keep it from blowing all over your work surface while you're heat embossing. So that's a good tip to know. And then here are those Tim Holtz sleeves. I did 4 of them. I may not use all 4, but there they are. And I did the same thing with those, heat embossing. And I'm going to tuck these partially under this banner on the left, just like this. And it's okay if they get a little bit crumpled. And then to give them a little dimension, you can just come in and fold and pinch the end. And if you want it fuller, you could come in with more, but I think I'll save these for another project. I actually really like the way that looks. So then I went through my flowers and I found some really pretty blue-gray flowers from Little Birdie. These are Serena, and the color is called Cloud Cover. And I thought this would be really cute right there on the side. And I forgot to do ribbon, but hold on. So here's my ribbon for this. This is from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and it's a blue and gold plaid. And this is going to go over here on this side. Just going to use my hot glue to lay this down, and everybody does this a little bit differently. Ribbon is one of those things, and I know a lot of you have asked me to do tutorials. I'll probably never do that because you can just go to reallyreasonableRibbon.com, and Bonnie has all kinds of wonderful tutorials that you can follow and study and learn how, and then develop your own style. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm just putting my pinky fingers in these loops to poof them up, and while that glue is still slightly unset, I can shape that a little bit. So then my flower is going to go right here, super cute. And then these are the little snowflake icons from the collection, and I just punched these out. I put itty bitty buttons from Buttons Galore, and these are going to go, I'm going to do like this because I think that's cute. And again, I'm making this live with you, so kind of making decisions on the spot, but that's cute. Like that. Normally I would line them up, but then I have these small ones, and these are Daniela, and the color is Cloud Cover. And I just want to put these above each of the banners. And these are nice because they're already clustered together. So all I have to do is stick them down. That is really cute. So there's my little card. I love it. I like how this works with these. I like the little snowflakes scattered here, the little bit of sparkle from the leaves and the snowflakes. Super fast, super easy, super cute. And then just tuck a tea bag or a little note or whatever inside, and you're good to go. So thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps other paper crafters find it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you along for the ride. I'm always sharing crafty ideas. So this is Kathy Clement for Authentique Paper, telling you stay warm and cozy, and I'm going to go get my craft on. Thanks. Bye.